Hello, I am Niranjan K. Sabu. I am studying in section 11. My roll number is 20ME10057. Today, I am presenting you with a prototype of drag reduction system. This is usually used in F1 cars to change the aerodynamic properties of the multi-element rear wing. In my design, whenever there is a need to corner or slow down a car, the driver applies brakes. A strain gauge senses the pedal force and then it triggers a servo motor which moves the wing elements so that more downforce is created. Hence, better cornering speed or braking force is achieved. The advantage of this is that it reduces drag in straight line accelerated drive by readjusting the wing elements. Now, let us go into the technical details. So this is the circuit which I have used to create this DRS system. This is the UNO board, or it is known as microcontroller. This is a micro servo, and this is the force sensor. Now let us see the circuit in detail. I have connected one of the terminals of the force sensor to the 5V pin of the UNO board, and I have connected the other terminal of the force sensor to the analog 0 pin of the UNO board. This is the servo motor. I have connected the power terminal of this to the 5V pin of the UNO board using breadboard, and I have connected the signal terminal of the servo motor to the D9 pin of the UNO board, and also I have connected the ground of the servo motor to the ground pin of the microcontroller or UNO board. Now let us simulate the circuit. Let us see what happens when we vary this force on the force sensor. We can see that the servo motor is rotating now. As we increase the force, the angle increases more. And also we can see that the voltage here across the force sensor is decreasing. This is recorded by a multimeter, and this is an oscilloscope. And when we increase the force on the force sensor, we can see that the width of the signal is increasing. This is how the servo motor works. Now in the actual thing, what happens is that as this servo motor moves, we have this rotational motion converted to a translatory motion using some rod-like arrangement. So this is how we make the thing work. Now let us move into the code section. So here we have a very simple code to run the circuit. The variable sensor input represents the input from the force sensor, and the output value represents the servo motor. So this map function is creating a relation between the sensor input and the output value, and this rotate function is the thing which makes the servo motor rotate. So that's all. Thank you for watching patiently.